Gump, and what's up, freaks? We got a lot to tackle on the car today. So to get things started, we're gonna do some lines. Anyway, you ready, Gump? Let's go.
To some losses through the process had me furious, but I got eyes on the vision, can't get delirious. Fall in love with the game and then you marry it. I think I married it. This the anthem. If you reckon with it, put your hands up. Yeah, this the anthem. If you get up and get it, put your hands up.
Dare I say we'll start with what I picture to be the simple thing. As I see this plastic is all tuckered in there, I might not even need this knife. I don't know if that's perforated or if it's just working out to seem that way. Ordering the right seat seemed pretty elementary, but I've been wrong before, so let's see. We shall see. Fitting, stuff's fitting. Yeah. You know what's funny is up until right before sick week, I never actually messed with the kirkey seat. Not that that's funny, but it's funny. That button's gone. Interesting. I don't know that that's going to make any difference on how I fit in the seat, but Justin must have been taller than I was. Because I feel like a little kid trying to reach the pedals, but we'll figure that out later. What are you smelling? Huh? Why are the simple things always the hardest, Gump? It's supposed to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know? But it's not. One really simple thing that I wanted to address when putting these clamps on is I wanted to make sure that all the nuts were the same size. I hate it when you're trying to be quick and you gotta switch sockets. Something really simple, but it makes a big difference at the track. Now on to the daggum transcooler setup. Easy enough, but it was ran with 8 AN lines before, so I had to get -8 to a -6 reducer. These lines absolutely kicked my butt, but I'll tell you about a trick at the end of this video. Also, I did put a temp sensor adapter in there so that I could run that later on when we wire it up. So I had a bunch of homies reaching out to me, looking out for my best interest. They shared pictures of all their burnt up pushlock nylon fittings. You can go metal and still run the hose, but I didn't want to risk it. So we're just going to make the entire swap over to AN lines. I don't want to lose a race because of this, or even worse, an engine if the boost goes to the moon. So we jump into tackling every vacuum line on this dang thing. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Drop it. Here you go. Hey, I didn't hit the car. All right, so we got all the NPT to AN fittings installed everywhere. I think everywhere. I'm sure I missed a spot. Now it's time to start cutting up the hose and putting the fittings on here. Some days, you boys dialed. Some days I'm just, bam, done. I'm hoping today is one of those days. Because I'm telling you what, yesterday those 6 AN lines for the transcooler made me question the reality of what I was doing. So anyway, I'm going to clip this so it's a little more straight, a little less braid. Is that the right word? Frayed, I think is the word I was looking for. So it's a little less floofy. And let's get started. Which is kind of weird because this one feels like the fitting wants to go. Kind of crazy. I just wish I knew the method to my own madness to make this crap work. Now the first one that I'm technically doing is the one that I didn't need to do, technically. And it is the line for the blow-off valve. But I figured, you know, it was the only one that wasn't going to be like this, and I kind of wanted them to be similar. So I zip tied it up there so that it wouldn't have much movement. Take the fitting into account. Pull this joker up here where hopefully I can get a little more torque on it. All right, if you've seen the last episode, which I'm sure you did, it was episode 87 of us not having AN wrenches. Well, the streak has ended. There will be no 88 without AN wrenches. Dusty, you're unbelievable, bro. I can't thank you enough for sending me these. And then, of course, you know, the vice holder. Means a lot, bro. Like, truly means a lot. I'm super grateful that we've had the chance to interact and talk, and I love that we're feeding off each other's growth energy right now. I'm super proud of you for getting a house. I'm super proud of the moment you shared with me. Keep enjoying those moments, bro. Keep making them happen. Can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Thanks again, brother. Okay, I've had some offers of people asking me if I would edit their stuff, make clips for them, and I always did it in the beginning, but it got a little old because people will film every single thing or set up on a tripod and send you 8 hours of footage, and that means you got to go through 8 hours of footage to even start getting it narrowed down to the stuff that you think matters. But anyway, yesterday I had the tripod set up, did the same thing to myself, and there was a lot of angles where I would like set up the tripod and you could see what I wanted you to see, but then when I went to work on it, my big ass got in front of it. I'm going to try something today that I tell everybody else to do. Film intentionally. So there's going to be a lot of just like flip screen, maybe a lot of selfies like this. And I'm just going to focus on the stuff that I'm focused on. And I'm not going to have to edit for 8 hours for no reason. Let's try it. Here is where it's going to get a little tricky, but your boy sent these badass wrenches. I want to try one out, you know. Oh, look at that. Would you look at it? Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. And just for the record of where I ran the AN lines for the turbo, it was kind of hard to decide where it would be out of the way and also convenient for the boost controller. I'm not 100% sold on that routing, but it's where it's at for now. Definitely some things I'm going to change down here as far as having all this extra hose, but it is out of the way and it does tuck up under the radiator. But I ran out of fittings. So I was like, I'll just make do with what I have. I'm pretty happy with this overall. That will, of course, move when I tighten everything up, but it'll be away from the dump tubes. So that'll be like that. And then I did the blow-off valve, and I'm going to run it kind of along the shifter cable and then tuck it under the trans lines to there. First of all, let's start by admiring my hatch hanger. But the next task is going to be mounting the nitrous bottle. I am going to do it back here, I'm pretty sure. I see some riv nuts up there. I don't know what he used them for. But I definitely want to do riv nuts. I've always done the nylon nuts. But I'm a one-man band, so like in that case, if I want to install it, take it off for any reason, which I can't think of any, but just in case I do, I have to be able to reach under the car and over the car. It's just annoying. So I'm trying to eliminate a lot of that dumb stuff. But first, I'm going to run the line because I had it ran way different in my other car, and there's not much bracketry and there's no interior panels, so it's going to change some things up. All right, so the goal is for me to hack up the car as little as possible and to have things, you know, look good, function good, all the stuff. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not in love with everything about where this is at, but I think with the 90-degree fitting here, I don't even know that that's too significant of a kink, but we'll see. I mean, I kind of wish it was over here, but I don't want to add, you know, holes to the car. So I think I'm gonna make this work. Might not be the ideal setup. I might want a 90-degree fitting there just to take some, you know, that curve out. It might be fine, but I like it because the hardware's there. It's close to the hole. It still can reach the intercooler pipe. This can route right here. It's got attachment points, you know, for like bracket tie downs. And then I'm gonna loop it down under the seat. In the purple car, it was a lot less obvious how ugly the line and the slack was, but I don't have that luxury right now because it just don't make sense to order a new line when this one functions. But in the purple car, I tucked it up under here, under the, whatever, the shock support brace that was here. And then I looped it under the plastics and it came out real secret-like there. Not because you can't see the daggum nitrous bottle, I just thought it was clean. But, yeah. We might just work with that for now.
Give it to Dad. Come on. Say meow. Go hand it to Dad. I don't want. Go hand it to Dad, Daddy.
Come here. Good boy.
What a big helper.
All right. I definitely found a routing I like much better for the nitrous line, and it's not all weird up there. So I've confirmed this is for sure where the bottle's gonna go. And it tucks up in here a lot better that way too, which I like that a lot better. I'm not exactly sold on where it comes from out here, but we'll work on that later because the little inlet's right there. All right, I'm still not 100% sure what I plan on doing with the car, but I do know that some of the classes for the heads-up stuff I think I'm capable of running and competing in, I'm gonna need the factory dash in. But I'm taking the factory dash out right now because, well, I can't keep waiting on making a decision on what I'm gonna do with the wiring. So I'm gonna put this dash in, and then I'll be able to have the display hooked up and I'll get a better idea of where I want everything mounted, which means, for now, the dash must be disconnected from the Ultima mount. Sad panda. But, oh yeah, did I tell you guys, that car's no longer starting. Not sure why. I drove it off the trailer. I parked it. Everything was fine. Must be the curse of this house. Not quite sure. Anyway, let's start figuring this stuff out. All right, so here's the plan. I want to install the keypad, but I don't want to make more holes and just leave these. So I'm going to pull all these buttons, and then I'll put the template on there and be able to tell if it's going to cover up the entirety of the buttons or not. And I'll make my decision from there. I mean, it's either going to be here or there. So we'll figure that out. Well, shows what I know. These little guys just push out. They're not like the other toggle switches that have rings on the back. So anyway, that's out. I think just barely. That'll make that happen. Just barely. Which quite honestly is kind of where I want it to be. I feel like with everything being just a little crooked, it's hard to make up my mind, but I think that's the money spot. I originally wanted to follow the bottom line, but I don't think that's the move. I think that'll split the difference just right. Yeah, and then we'll straighten this guy out later. Or maybe that's straight. I don't know. That's crooked, and that makes that look crooked. I don't know, man. Man, that crookature thing right there really is messing with my eye sockets. But anyway, this thing's dialed. I don't always do a great job, but when I do, it looks like that. So I'm just gonna pop it off, clean underneath it, and then it'll be ready to mount. All right, man, I'm pretty freaking fired up at how good that turned out, honestly. It's snug, it's not too snug, it's not too loose, perfect. I think I'm gonna loosen these screws just a tiny bit so it can adjust a little bit if it needs to be, but again, I don't know if it's my eyes or the thing is actually crooked or what. I love the angle. I love that it covers up the holes. If I can't get this off safely, you know, I'll put a sticker over it or something, but loving it. Now I'm going to hook up the CAN hub wires to both the display and the keypad and just get them ran down here. I don't exactly know, again, where the ECU and everything's going, but I know it's going down here in this area. All right, I know there's a bunch of options I don't know about. I'm new to wiring, essentially, but I got the harness in, no big deal. I got the CAN hub adapters ran from the dash, the keypad to the CAN hub. And then that's plugged into CAN 1 on the Nexus, which I really feel like I need to wait until I get the daggum mounting bracket for that before I start getting too carried away with where things are going to go. And then the easy part. Ka-chow. Just got the wiring ran out here, so. All right, so if you guys don't know this trick, Jake just told me this. I totally misunderstood what he was saying, but it's a game changer with AN lines. So you just take this piece right here, well, wherever it is in the camera, right there, and you run it on with the impact. I'm telling you right now, that changes everything. For some reason, that's one of my main struggle points. Now, I got to give kudos to Dusty again, because the other game changer, having this freaking vise thing without being able to mess up my lines. Now these fittings are messed up because I've used them prior. So like, don't look at that. But, oh my gosh, game changer, game changer. Thanks again, Dusty. Thanks again, Jake. Everybody who helps me learn and helps me grow in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. So boom, that's it for progress for now. But we got packages coming. The progress is going to keep trickling. Sometimes that's what it's all about. You don't have to get the dang thing running in one day. Of course, we'd all like to. But anyway, speaking of progress trickling, how's your project doing? You out there wrenching on the dang thing? I hope you are, because if you're not, it'll never get done. So until next time, I encourage you guys to be just like Gumpy is with his ball. And get out there. Get outside your daggone comfort zone. Feed dreams and start fears, y'all.